Okay, very good morning. Any newcomers today? Anyone new?
Yes, good morning. I'm Ashok Ekanaga. I'm newcomer to today.
Yeah, Ashoka from which company? Can we see you? Can we see you? So where are the cameras? Okay, I just joined. Why can't we see people? Otherwise, I will like talking to a computer. බලන්න කට්ටිය. Shall we switch on cameras?
Yes.
Okay, super. Ashok ඔයා කොහෙද? ශා ලස්සන background එකක් තියෙන්නේ. පොඩ්ඩක් background.
Today we are. So I'm working at Shinnippon Lanka.
Okay.
So I'm working as a project manager.
Okay, super.
Yes. So my field is mechanical engineering. So recently I'm working as a MEP manager.
Working. What is the Shinnippon project these days?
So we are doing a few projects like Hyatt, and I'm working at the Gold Face Properties project, that is on the group one of the.
Okay. So you're the complete project manager, or you are specializing into any particular area?
Project manager for plumbing, because we are ordered only plumbing at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Superb. Good. Anyone else?
Another newcomer is Chadini Netra. Is my daughter. She will join from today.
Super. Chadini. Yes. She's Chadini.
Yes.
Okay. Super. So Chadini, what are you into?
I'm still doing A-levels.
You're still doing A-levels. What do you do A-levels? Commerce?
Mathematics.
Mathematics. Wow. Right. You're also gonna become an engineer. Huh? That's super. So why sales then?
So we are doing a small scale company on the family. So interested to do some additional studies under you, because Chadini has experience with one of your lecture previously. CDA.
Any Netra or someone?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, I can remember. You joined a couple of classes, no?
Yeah.
Okay, super. That's good. Good. Because you all are running your own business, so that will be definitely benefited there with you all. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Will do. So anyone else new today? තව කවුද අලුතෙන් එන්නේ අද? තව කවුද අලුතෙන් එන්නේ? Anyone else? හිටපු කට්ටිය. Right. Okay. Good. So we were last week we were just taking an introduction to sales management. We didn't want to go into a deep discussion last week into the sales management, but we were mainly talking about the introduction and how we should look into sales management in different dimensions. ඉතින් අපි identify කරගත්තා කොහොමද sales manager කෙනෙක් විදියට තමන්ගේ skills ටික develop කරගෙන යන්න ඕනේ මොනවද කියන එක. අපි තාම ඉන්නේ foundation level එකේ. So we are still touching the surface. So we have not gone into depth of strategic area because 6 months to go. So you will be discussing the strategic area, especially when it comes for the level 2 and level 3. which means the second 36 hours and the last 48 hours. Those will be anyway, I mean, will be bit of a advanced level techniques and all these things will be there. But here, the first 18 hours will be touching this, the background where we want you all to be comfortable with the sales management, because there are people, those who are with experience, even engineering now, Ashok with the engineering background. But anyway, I mean, being a mechanical or the plumbing MEP segment engineer, so he's having some kind of an experience into dealing with people. So those things are there. So you all have experience එක තියෙනවා මෙතන. නමුත් අර practically තියෙන experience එකට value addition එකක් එක්ක මේ strategies use වෙන විදිය තමයි මෙතනදී mainly අපි කතා කරන්නේ. So that area will be discussing. So we were talking about, we identified couple of explanation, couple of definitions, mean to say couple of understanding on the sales management concept we were talking about, and how sales management works in an organization we were talking about. එතර අපි identify කරගත්තා principles කීපයක් අපි identify කරගත්තා. Sales management we were looking at from the personal selling dimensions, we were looking at sales management, we were looking at from the entire organizational perspectives, or even from the marketing mix dimensions we identified. එක එක dimensions වලින් අපි identify කරගත්තා sales management කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක. So we were identifying okay, if you are trying to be a sales manager, what and what type of skills and what type of capacities you all need to have, what areas you all need to scale up, and we were talking about, okay, how, I mean, if you are to think as a sales consultant, how which area you have to improve, so that we were talking about. So so like that we were talking about couple of skills. Then we combined kara sales කියන function එකට management එක්ක වුණාම how it becomes a sales management, because we all talk about management. අපි හැමදාම මේ management කියලා කතා කරනවා. But with this management, how we interconnect sales, මොකද ගොඩක් කට්ටිය sales කියන එක management angle එකෙන් හිතන්නේ නැහැ. Sales කියන එක හිතන්නේ operational angle එකෙන්. So we want to take you all into a completely different dimension. You all need to start in a completely different dimensions. අපි දැකලා තියෙනවා සමහරලාට even the sales manager, the designation sales manager, නමුත් sales manager worry වෙන්නේ එක area එකකට විතරයි. එයාගේ sales target එකේ numbers වලට විතරයි එයා worry වෙන්නේ. That is because that may be because sometimes the pressure you are getting from the company. So like that. So ඒ හින්දා තමයි, so we need to know the complete understanding, because sales management is a huge area. අපි මේ neglect කරලා ඉන්න පුළුවන් area එකක් නෙමෙයි. අපිට මේ sales management කියන එක organization එකේ blood එක, organization එකේ heart එක කියන level එකේ අපි මේ sales management තියෙනවා. මොකද ඒක paralyze වුණොත් paralyze. So no matter whatever you have, you may have the best product in the town, right? But still you might struggle if your sales function fails. So because of that, you need to look into these things in that angle. So management, we were talking about how the management involves in sales, and how you're planning, how you're organizing skills, you're implementing skills, right? I mean, guiding people, motivating people, leading people, controlling entire planning. So all these things we were talking about, and we connected with the sales function. So sales management is a huge area. ඉතින් අපිට මේක සරලව ගන්න බෑ. ඒ හින්දා තමයි මේක අපි deep understanding එකක first thing අපි value එක මේකේ දැනගන්න ඕනේ. මේ value එක දැනගෙන ඒ value එකත් එක්ක තමයි අපි ඉස්සරහට යන්න ඕනේ. නැත්තම් අපි මේකේ value එක දන්නේ නැති තාක්කල් we underestimate ourselves. We underestimate our silo, our segment of work. So ඒ හින්දා ඒ values එක්ක තමයි අපි ඉස්සරහට යන්න ඕනේ. So we were talking about how I mean scope of personal selling කරන කට්ටිය මොනවද කරන්න කියන එක we were talking about. එතන අපි එතනදී අපි කතා කරා මෙන්න මේ වගේ responsibilities එක තැනකට limit වෙන්නේ නැහැ sales කරන එක්කෙනා sales වලට විතරක් limit වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම limit වෙලා වැඩක් නැහැ because sales කියලා කිව්වහම මේ වපසරිය ඇතුලේ I mean in this sales area you have so much of interconnections. You are connected internally, you are connected externally. Sometimes we see the sales department as one of the significant department which is connected to the external market. So see, ඔගොල්ලෝ ඇතුලේ විතරක් වැඩ කරන කට්ටියක් නෙමෙයි. ඒතර එළියත් එක්ක connected, ඇතුළත් එක්ක connected. ඒ හින්දා your scope of work is huge. එතකොට the way you all need to look at should be in a completely unique dimension. So that you all need to focus. And we were talking about how even you all getting into after sales, how even you all getting into the pre-sales. Pre-sales, after sales දෙකම sales management වල තියෙන දෙයක්. දැන් අපි සමහර වෙලාවට pre-sales කියලා කිව්වහම especially okay, let's say as an example, okay, now Ashok joined today. He's into MEP or the plumbing especially. Your pre-sales involvement is huge. Right? අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම MEP industry එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම නැත්නම් construction civil industry එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම නැත්නම් mechanical වෙන්න පුළුවන් technological industry එක වෙන්න පුළුවන් pre sales කියන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ sale එක වෙන්න කලින් අපි කොච්චර දෙයක් කරනවද කියන එක. මම කියන්නේ අනිත් industries වල එහෙම නැහැ කියලා. final sale එකට යන්න කලින් pre-sales approach, consumer industry maybe, the pharmaceutical industry maybe, even the finance industry, pre-sales take a huge effort. And even the post-sales, I mean after sales activities as well. So me හැම එකකටම sales manager කෙනෙක් involved වෙනවා. මොකද pre-sale එක කෙසේ වෙතත් after sale එක මොනවා හරි තැනක spoil වුණොත් who will be blamed? So the sales department will be at the blame side, and who will struggle for future sales? Sales department will struggle for future sales. So like that, your responsibility, your scope of work is huge. So we need to think in a macro dimension in that case. So these are the areas we look at. හැමතිස්සෙම like දැන් sales කරන ඒගොල්ලෝ limit වෙනවා ඒගොල්ලෝගේ එක task එකකට නෑ මම කරන්නේ sale. No, you should not go into that level. If you are to scale up, හැම තැනකම entire process එක ගැන. Now we were talking about the entire process last week. Okay, how we are connected with all the other business silos කියන එක we were talking about last week. So මේ හැම එකක්ම අපිට පුළුවන්කමක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ මෙතන කොහොමද වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ. It can be an intermediary operation. මෙතන වෙන්නේ intermediary කෙනෙක් middleman කෙනෙක්ගේ වැඩක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එයාව අපි handle කරනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙතන supplier කෙනෙක්ගේ වැඩක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Whatever you name it, right? You should have a knowledge. මෙතන දැන් අපි මේ කතා කරනවා direct process එක ගැන. මේ process එකෙන් එළියට ගිය ලොකු environment එකක් තියෙනවා. Right? Then උදාහරණයක් විදිහට if we don't have an idea about, let's say, the next 6 months plan of central bank, so you will be limiting yourself only on to the selling part. එහෙම macro view එකක් නැත්තම් then political scenarios, economical conditions, global technology, how it is supporting the sales function, ඔය හැම දෙයක් ගැනම you all need to have a thorough idea. Otherwise, you will not be able to get the best out of whatever you all do. Api areas වල clear understanding එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට තමයි we will be able to one thing work with a sense and talk with a sense. Otherwise, අපි කතා කරන්නේත් sense එකක් නැතුව වැඩ කරන්නේත් sense එකක් නැතුව මොකද අපි limit වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් එක frame එකකට. එතනින් තමයි අයින් වෙන්න ඕනේ you all being you all trying to being a sales professionals, right? Okay, now we were talking about, anyway, this is personal selling is a different dimension. Now throughout the entire syllabus, even in stage 2, even in stage 3, we talk about the sales function in different angles. Api metana sales management, personal selling කියලා කිව්වම here we talk about, okay, what is all about personal selling and what are the things you all need to improve from your side to become a successful salesperson. So that part we will be talking at this level. But when it comes for strategic approach, what and what things you all should do to become a strategic salesperson, right? I mean, how you think in strategic dimensions. මොකද මම ගිය සතියේ කිව්වා sales manager කෙනෙක් strategic decisions වලට involve වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් sales person කෙනෙක් strategic development වලට involve වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් there's a huge concern in the company's growth. So, I mean, y'all need to pump those information. So, personal selling, then again, I mean, involvement of you as a person is huge when it comes for sales management. ඉතින් අපි ඕක කතා කරා ගිය සතියේ. ඕකේ තියෙන වැදගත්කම කතා කරා. So, we need to look at in that angle also. Then අපි කිව්වා personal selling කියලා කිව්වා. මොකද ගොඩක් definitions වල sales management එකේ තියෙන ගොඩක් definitions වල අපි ගත්තොත් personal selling කියන එක ලොකුවට කතා කරනවා. මොකද the people involvement is huge. Even I was talking about okay how the chatbot had converted into a level where people don't even feel that they are talking to a chatbot. අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම online market එක ගත්තොත් e-commerce platforms ගත්තොත් robots ලා අනිත් පැත්තෙන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට answers දෙනවා අපිට feel වෙන්නේ නෑ මේ අපිට respond කරන්නේ robot කෙනෙක් කියලා. So ඒ level එකට අද ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. So much of intelligence come into the picture. දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ දකිනවා ඇති Silicon Valley එකෙන් new platform release, the Clubhouse කියන platform එකක් release කරා. Their intention, the long term intention is not to connect people around the world. Now there are enough and more ways where they can connect. Their long-term intention behind the Clubhouse is to capture the voice patterns of each and every what do you call social communities. එතන මේක පොඩි mobile app එකකින් ඒගොල්ලෝ මුළු ලෝකෙම ඉන්න දැන් මේක spread කරගෙන යනවා Clubhouse කියලා platform එක. The intention of Silicon Valley, right, behind this Clubhouse platform is the Silicon Valley is there. එතන දැන් ඒ ඕගොල්ලන්ට app එක download කරගන්න පුළුවන් ඕන වෙලාව. නමුත් එතනදී ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? The intention behind it to capture your voice patterns, each and every individual who talks, each and every community who talks, the way they talk, the way they pronounce. ඒගොල්ලෝගේ කතා කරන style එක වචන අවුරුද්දක් දෙකක් යනකොට මේගොල්ලෝ capture කරගන්නවා. මේගොල්ලෝගේ objective එක තියෙන්නේ ඒ voice patterns identify කරගෙන global platform එකක් design කරන්න any person can understand any language කියලා concept එක. So it's a huge investment. I mean, though the technology you can use in many, technology you can use in many dimensions, and we being salespeople, if we don't have an idea කොහොමද මේක කරන්නේ කියලා. දැන් අද ඒ වගේ platforms වල personal selling කියන එක ලොකුවට යනවා. LinkedIn කියන platform එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම. It's a professional platform. Personal selling කියන එක ලොකුවට යනවා. So like that, global, local platforms are there where you talk about the personal selling. ඉතින් මේක ගැන අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ. මොකද sales management වල personal selling වලට ලොකු weightage එකක් දෙනවා. Because anyway the people involvement is huge in sales management. So because of that. So we were talking about, and as a salesperson, when we talk about personal selling, then අපිට මිනිස්සෙක් එක්ක deal කරන එක තමයි අපිට වැදගත්ම දේ. It can be a සිල්ලර කඩේ මුදලාලි, or it can be a pharmacist, it can be a supermarket modern trade category manager, it can be a category executive who is inside the supermarket. Right? It can be a corporate level salesperson. Let's say you are talking to, okay, your solution you are taking into a construction company. The people like Ashok and them. Now see, they talk about their solutions. They are selling it to another company like B2B, the construction company, or maybe the subcontractor. So how you deal, how you work in a long run with these companies? As a personal selling expert or sales professional, your capacity in building relationship is crucial. Your capacity in building relationship is crucial. So, I mean, profitable relationship. අපි කියන්නේ මේක නිකම්ම relationship එකක් නෙමෙයි, profitable relationship එකක්. ඒක හරි crucial. So, you need to make sure that you're building that part. Otherwise, we will not be able to run a longer period. මොකද අපිට හැමදාම මතක තියාගන්න හැමදාම අලුත් customers ලාව හොයන්න අමාරුයි. ඒක challenge එකක්. So අපිට එකක් තමයි relationship එක base කරගෙන අපි පුළුවන් තරම් ඉන්න customer ගෙන් උපරිම අපි අරගන්න බලනවා. So we will be anyway talking about the customer lifetime value also today with couple of things. So how we even look at the calculation කියන එක අපි අද බලනවා. ඒතර customer lifetime එක වැඩි කරගන්නේ කොහොමද? As a sales professional, how we increase that and convert them into profitable relationship කියන එක අපි බලමු. මොකද මේක so important. අපි as a sales professional we worried about the profitable relationship. We were talking about all this last week, right? Profitable relationship එකක් හදාගන්න නම් අපිට පුළුවන්කමක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ to deliver happiness what the other party is expecting. නැත්තම් මෙහෙමනේ. දැන් අපි කියනවා right okay profitable relationship එකක් හදාගන්න මම බලනවායි කියලා. නමුත් අනිත් පාටි එක ඒක value කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක ඒගොල්ලන්ට වැදගත් නැහැ. එහෙනම් ඒකෙන් ඒගොල්ලන් happy වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So you need to make sure whenever you deliver some kind of a value, other party is happy. එතකොට ඒ අනිත් පාටි එක happy වෙන විදියට values deliver කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් අපි හිතනවා සමහරවිට නෑ මේක තමයි හොඳම product එක. මේක තමයි bestම price එක. But if that price is or if that product is not valued by the other person, so he or she may not be happy. But your product may be the best product under the sun. මේ ලෝකේ තියෙන හොඳම product එක වෙන්න පුළුවන්. But people might not need it. People might not need it. So if the person is having a very basic requirement, right? Let's say a person who just need to have a comfortable sleep and you talk about a luxury bed. So he might not need it. He might not need it because he might not happy with it. Okay, you might have a very luxury bed, the expensive bed, but the person might be happy with a very average අර ඉස්සර තිබ්බ කොහු මෙට් එක බුදිය ගන්න ආස මිනිස්සෙක්ට අපි නිකන් luxury නිකන් water bed එකක් promote කරනවා වගේ වැඩ, which is of no use. So you got to identify if you are to build the relationship. අර කොහු මෙට් එකක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන එක්කෙනාට water bed එකක් දුන්නයි කියලා ඉවර සමහර වෙලාවට එයා water bed එකේ experience එකක් තියෙන එක්කෙනෙක් කියලා හිතමු උදාහරණයක් දෙන්න. නමුත් කොහු බෙඩ් එකකට එයා ආසයි. එයාගේ ඒකට ඒ experience එක ගන්න. So if you try to make him whatever the way, if he is not happy, no point. So you need to look at the happiness of the other person whom you are dealing. Then only the profitable relationship can be guaranteed. Otherwise, profitable relationship will not be able to maintain. I think ඕක හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. And the profitable relationship කියලා කිව්වම මේ වචනේ සමහර වෙලාවට sales කරනකොට හරියම profitable. නේ customer ට නිකන් අපි profit කරනවයි කියලා කියන එක customer ට අපි profit එකක් තියාගන්නවයි කියලා කිව්වම customer upset. No, you can't think like that. Because you need to survive. අපි මොනවා කරත් වැඩක් නැහැ. දැන් මාකටිං වල කියන දෙයක් අපි ගත්තොත් එimhe මාකටිං වල ඩයිමෙන්ෂන් එක තමයි ඩෙෆිනිෂන් profitability through customer satisfaction. Profitability through customer satisfaction. එතකොට customer satisfaction විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඒ profitability එක through customer satisfaction. Profitability එක ගන්න ඕනේ through customer satisfaction. හැබැයි customer satisfaction විතරක් වෙලා වැඩක් නැහැ profitability එකක් නැත්තම් organization එක. කවුරුවත් කියන්නේ නැහැනේ in your company the top management never comes and say no customer happy නේ profit නැති උනට කමක් නැහැ කියලා වෙලා. They won't do like that because your survival is your profit. Your survival is your income. Your survival is your how you cover your cost and the expenditure. එහෙම නැත්තම් දැන් company එකක් අලුතෙන් product එකක් ගෙනාවම මම මුලින්ම try කරන්නේ break even point එකට යන්න. අඩුම ගානේ cost එක cover කරගන්න loss එක නැතුව මේක දුවන්න ටික දවසක් කියලා. So that is the intention the companies are having sometimes. So after sometimes what will happen? Okay, now we have covered the cost. Now slowly, we need to make profit. Why? Because the company can't stay in one particular place, right? Company need to put that. Then api company you think about your own company, right? Think about the time period you joined and think about the time period you're in right now. Think about the vision of that particular company. Api past එක present එක future එක ඒ හැම step එකකදීම අපි දකින්නේ company එකේ growth එක. එහෙනම් company එකේ growth එක දකින්න නම් profitability is so crucial for the organization. So the profit, if the profit is not there, so no point. So that is why we being sales professionals, you being sales professionals, you need to think of profitable relationship. අපි customer කෙනෙක් default කරනවා නම් continuously payments, අපිට customers ලා payment එක drag කරනවා නම් continuously, right? Now in certain cases we have to explain them, hey, look here, right? I need to survive. Now I will tell one of my experience. I wonder whether I have shared with this. So I'm working with ministries, the government ministries in big time for tenders. So very recently, right, for one of the project, I don't want to mention what the ministry, one of the project, and this payment was dragging for a longer period. Then I call the chief financial controller over there, and I said, hey, look, it was a lady. And finally, I went into the different sections to get the confirmation, because the document was lagging in couple of places. Then me being the person who quoted for this project, I had to involve, and I had to personally. So this is the beauty when you are working with the government department, right? To take the product from one table to another table, I had to involve. So this is the, I mean, I'm not saying beauty. මේක තමයි practically involvement එක. දැන් මේ සමහරවිට සමහර government department වල වම් මත කරන දේ දකුණු අත දන්නේ නැහැ. So it has gone into that level. එතකොට මේ මේසෙන් අනිත් මේසෙට document එක ගෙනියලා දෙන්න I had to involve in it. So, but since the payment is so crucial, and since the payment is a huge value, I knew, because I need to take it before, I mean,